Hello and welcome everyone to this, well, probably pretty short Godot stream because, well, I think we can officially call yesterday Fuck Up Sleep Schedule Friday, because that's what it was. I fucked up my sleep schedule, and I'm even more tired than before. Wow. I have a few things to do, and this is probably mostly stuff I want to just see, because for everyone who doesn't know, current state of the project is we implemented tile maps. Visible navigation, good. And you know, when everything works, run. As you can see, enemies now follow us, but they move up this. Yeah. And we are small, and the enemies are still too big. So, main idea is I need to get the tile maps bigger, but if I do the tile size from 16 to 32, nothing changed with the tile set, so I think more to 64? No, doesn't change stuff. It's 32 then. Okay, I know we have a navigation that works. Okay, we still need to maybe check how to do avoidance. Oh, okay, that makes it actually pretty easy. Well, that problem is solved. Puts his up again to 1. Okay, tile maps. 4. That actually looks a lot better, I would say. Now the enemies also have a bit to walk. We can check a bit about that. Let me guess. Yep. That's a serious lag suddenly. Camera. Interesting. Okay, I am. Pathfinding really makes some problems, apparently. Okay, so interestingly, this works, but has problems. I definitely need to make an avoidance. Avoid stuff there. Hmm. Let's um actually try looking some stuff up. Okay. So, I mean, I think the whole getting the whole performance tanking can be made easier by just limiting how many enemies can actually be in a level. And since I kind of fixed the tile map size, I would say the last thing I should do is just get avoidance working. And I need to rework how the spawner work because like apparently a long string of enemies all changing their pathfinding is maybe not really good on performance. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I think I had somewhere something. Oh, there. Okay. Again, it's probably really not the best idea when you just stay up all night and then just be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm now learning to program a little bit more. I'm really not understanding. Huh. God, okay, so this avoidance thing is weird to figure out, actually. Maybe then, actually. Hmm. No. That would be correct. Why isn't it working? That could also work. Don't really seem to do that. Still. you go. Okay, I don't get it. I have the avoidance on. Let's look at the documentation. Help me, documentation. Da, 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 da. I mean, I have navigation into velocity. Yes. Oh my god. You know what the worst part is? It's warm. It's fucking warm. Like, for some reason, it's September. You know, it's September. And yet, climate decided, no, you know what, this is gonna be a 21 degrees night. Almost. I think we almost hit 30 degrees today. I hate it. I'm so fucking tired right now. Like, you know what the worst part is? The worst part is when you definitely have one of those days where you sit in front of something and you know, those 2 points, left and right, you know, on left and right side from your the thing above your eyes. You know what? Fuck it. I don't you just get descriptions. I don't know the words anymore. Left and right side, right. They just start pressing in because you keep thinking about things. And you're like, I should understand it. But every time you think you inch closer, it presses harder. It's one of those days. What was that?
My throat is dry.
I have a, you know what, I have a can with some cool liquid still in, so I'm cooling my head, but you have a fun game to play at least.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're all wondering, after Silent Hill F and after Ghost Trick, probably Lunacid on Sundays. Can I say that I saw those plans just now to the right of you?
Mm-hmm.
And thought, oh, they look almost like the plans from Peak yesterday, and I just got a jump scare.
They don't really look like it, but
For me, they were, you know what, close enough. My brain is mush. Okay? I'm trying to understand what the fuck am I doing wrong. And I'm reading I'm reading stuff about it, and apparently I'm not doing things wrong. Why? Why is it like that? I hate this. Why is this tutorial in 3D? I mean, I should probably learn 3D considering I want to use this for a certain editor, but you know what? I hate the fact that if you want to do anything in video gaming nowadays, like, let me be clear here. Shit has gotten so much less liberal when it comes to making your parts or part of video games, you know? This isn't, and I hate using the word, but it's true. Like nowadays you hear some dipshit talking like, my hallucination engine can just take over the work. Like, bullshit. I want to do work, okay? It's just, when I look back, you had a whole lot of range where you could, you know, either program some stuff, or there were there were editors, or something like, you know, when you were just someone who just was really good at imagining and creating three-dimensional environments. There was a game you played that had a map editor. Period. Maybe it was sometimes cumbersome. Maybe sometimes it was, maybe not. You know, you either played, from first-person shooters to RTS. You had your editors, you know? And if you're wondering, yes, I also did maps for StarCraft 2. And Warcraft 3, by the way. Mostly because they had good editors. Not because I particularly said, well, okay, StarCraft 2 is a good RTS. I'm not gonna debate on that point. It's not my favorite RTS, but I will not deny at this point in time that StarCraft 2 is a bad RTS. Like, that's probably the shittiest hot take you can have in the world.
I just don't like EPM required for it.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I can say that's fair. You know, I think the biggest skill you can have, or you know, it's not skill. It's like I think the biggest sign of character when it comes to talking about games, in my opinion, is recognizing that something is good on its own merit, but you can still say I just don't vibe with it. Because that's the thing. Sometimes you just don't vibe with things. And that's fine. Like, I said this a while ago. I don't vibe with Hollow Knight. Maybe I will play it one day, but when I played it, I was just like, nah, this isn't for me. I just don't vibe with that. I'm not saying it's a bad game, because fuck no. I just don't vibe with it. But like, you know, before, so many games had individual aspects where you could contribute to stuff. Like, oh, you wanted to do something in a source engine? There was so much material you could pick up. And some people usually did also the scripting for you. And then you could just build a map in there. And that was then maybe sometimes part of the game at some point. Or you just build crap, who knows? I don't care, but you could do it. Nowadays, it's like, you want to get into one specific area of the game, and, one specific area of game design, okay? You are lucky if you have someone who can do the rest for you, or it's, fuck you. Learn making the game first, and then you can enjoy the part that you actually are good at. And I hate this because I know I can make basic 2D games. Probably never getting to the 3D ones. That's a different thing. But I can make 2D ones. And I know I can do fucking avoidance. And I hate that I'm getting just. I hate that I'm getting literal headaches from thinking about it. You know? Like, what did I do wrong? So tight.
Danke.
Hate this. Oh. I mean, something in here is. I mean, what the fuck is the problem here? I mean, yeah. Just trying to reset my brain a bit. Um, hmm. Gave them layers. I have save velocity as computed. It should
What does the debugger say? Or are those unrelated errors?
unrelated. I mean, it's not really an error. It's just not.
Down there, I think it's red.
No, that's just other stuff. That's just basic stuff.
Okay.
It's like it's just very. It's just not working. That's the thing, you know. It's not breaking anything. That's the irony. It's just not working. So I'm like,
Not working as intended.
so like I don't know what my logic problem is here. Because technically, everything is here. And yet,
If you try looking up the problem.
I did. Doesn't work. I am not finding anything. Also, the worst part is every time I'm looking for stuff about player avoidance, I get 3D stuff, not 2D stuff. So I'm currently just very much. I'm just very confused. Don't know. Oh, This is literally probably the longest time in a stream I just stared at script and got headaches. And even when I reduce the headache, I just look at it again and I get more headaches. It's like, I don't think that's I don't think that's a how's it called, healthy thing to do. Is it?
I don't know, actually.
I know. I could say. Nope. They're still doing it all. And they are spawning so many. Let's just redo that. Hey Tensor, I'm basically still trying to solve avoidance. And I just don't know what I'm doing wrong or what my problem is. And like, I mean, I have to have some problem somewhere. And yeah. Like basically, I made the tile maps bigger and now they have like, I checked, yeah, they can compute around this, but you know, they're still not avoiding the edges. And
Isn't it specifically?
that's what I'm currently trying to do. Yes.
There was something in the inspector tutorial video we watched.
I know, and I did that.
But that doesn't work because it's not in there anymore?
And it's still in there. The problem is, this basically what you need to do is you basically make it so that navigation agent 2D can compute a safe velocity, basically, which is like the distance to other agents. Okay. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, this is how you do it basically with a signal you connect back to the node.
Didn't you need to set velocity specifically?
I did, and it's basically set up here with a...
No. In the comments of said video, if you
yeah, I know.
You don't know, apparently.
Okay, what?
There's specifically a question about the safe velocity and set velocity, where there's a pretty big answer on there. Why? Yeah. And there's an answer on this comment as to why.
There's none.
There was.
Yeah.
And it was basically about the Godot engine that you need to set safe velocity specifically. Because otherwise the engine doesn't like that.
Okay, wait. What?
There. More. Show more.
Okay, wait.
Told you about it already.
Yeah, I did this here. I did this.
So you did it.
Yes. That's not...
Because everything you showed me wasn't set.
No, there was set velocity is here.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, that's the problem, tensor. Like, technically it should work. Technically. But technically is like a big word, you know? I just realized I'm rather, putting this one probably over here to the other variables because it just makes more sense. Yeah. Stop complaining, I'm removing it. Basically, when I run this, technically all the enemies are supposed... the idea is that the enemies don't overlap anymore. That they avoid they avoid each other to a certain degree, and also, you know, the borders of the navigation mesh. That's the point of this. So it just, you know, they're not like overlapping swarms all the time. Because I don't really want to make a game with overlapping swarms. And that's the problem. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, God. Not really. No. Like, I mean, technically, I could keep they are colliding still, but they still, you know, pile up basically. The idea is more like, you know, they are trying to avoid each other. So it also just looks better. Which is like a useful thing to have if you didn't have everything set on a map and, you know, just basically say, yeah, let's go. Again, the fact that it's also above 20 degrees hot right now is just not helping. So, yeah. Ah. Hmm. Void-like motion for enemies. What do you mean with that? The point is just that, you know, they don't overlap anymore. There's like always a certain distance between them. That was the idea.
Certain enemies could keep greater distance and some less. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Like that was the idea. Or, you know, maybe there are like some enemies where you just keep away for like a long distance and stuff. What's voids? I don't know voids. Hey Google, what are voids? Okay. That's why it's called voids. Ah. I mean, yes. I want fish AI. Okay? I mean, yes and no. It's much simpler. It's literally just, hey, don't fucking touch each other, you know. Else there's always this overlapping and texture and everything, and it's like not that good. Also, you know, you can just make more interesting stuff with that. So, you know, basically, I try to fix this, but like, if you tell the enemies to move to player in the closest possible path, then they will move more or less in line when cutting corners. I know. That's what I wanted to do. That is one thing, but this is why I'm wanting to tell them, stay away a certain amount of pixels from the edge of corners. That's not, no, I don't want that. I'm fine with them basically just going towards the player. That's not a problem. It's just, yeah, the whole rest. God. Maybe this is a dumb idea. Maybe I should have just sat down and... You know what? Maybe I should have just sat down and basically said, I'm taking a very simple model and started making an objective after I fixed the tile map and just don't care anymore. And, you know, started making some stuff like... you know, started making some stuff like levels. No. The thing is, here's the thing. Okay, I can just show you in game. Look, them directly pathing to me is fine. This is what I want. But if you can see, the red line is directly at the border. It's supposed... I want it to be some pixels beneath that. That it, you know, they just are supposed to avoid the border and, well, other enemies. And, yeah. Also, god damn it, why did the performance just tank so much? Because, yeah.
It makes sense that the performance tanks because they're all trying to pathfind all the time.
Yeah, fair point. That's the thing, I also just want to have less enemies, actually. But we're gonna solve that with level design, you know? That's why avoidance is a thing. See here. Avoidance itself can do that.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, that's it. But frankly, maybe I'm just giving up for today. Like I'm sorry. It is warm. I'm kind of tired, and I have a bit of a headache. So maybe we just do something else for a bit, and next time I rather start doing stuff like changing up how some enemies work, and maybe get some better damage calculation going on. Because yeah. Better. I don't know. I'm just. You know what? I think I'm gonna just be very honest here. I'm mentally not in a good
Space.
I'm just absolutely not in a good space. It's worse than last time. Because right now, the dogs in a server vision, I think that you can do some things in 2D. Yeah, I mean, I am.
Speak properly.
Sorry. Hey, Hyvernox. I'm basically trying to do that, and technically, I have set the velocity, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what the problem is here. And as I said, it's too warm. Like the fucking fan is on again. And I have way less sleep than last Saturday. I'm just very, very tired. You just want to probably not configure national points. Yes, that's really it. So I can then, maybe go on and make some other stuff later. But basically, no, right now. Yeah, I'm just good. This is it for today. I mean, you know what? Maybe I'm just putting on something different for the end, and then we can just still talk about that. Because, like, nav measure avoidance shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard to figure out. And yet, I sit here and I scream internally. Ugh. Not fun. So yeah, everyone. Sorry that this was like a 1 hour thing today. I guess. I guess next time I try to get this one again up to longer again, but like, yeah, it's not working out for me. Oh, we just switch over again. Just shoot some stuff, and we can still talk about nav match and game design. Again, as I said, I'm frustrated that if you really like just doing one part of game design, nowadays there isn't really the infrastructure in a lot of games anymore to just do that part. You know what, Hypernox? Cool. I can tell you, I probably will figure it out by Monday. It's just, as I said before, yesterday I slept way less than I should because like I've been in bed at 9 or 10, and I couldn't sleep fully through because the doorbell rang. So yeah, I'm just. I tell you, you know what? Giving up today is probably just It's just probably bring up more the question of why the fuck did you do it in the first place? And then the answer is, I rather sit down for an hour and scream internally than just be like, I do it next time. No, I do it next time. I do it. No. Sit down and scream and remind yourself that you want to work. That helps, even if you fuck up. But yeah, stay with us here. We will literally be right back. Just reload the stream. You know the deal. Then we can still talk a bit.